All right. All right. So we good? Everything is good. I can hear me. I can't hear you. We should be good. Let me get this. Let me get this camera angle just a little bit better here. All right. We should be good. All right. YouTube tried to do it to me. I almost had to start a different stream. How you doing, guys? It 3 times I had to go back and change the settings. It desperately wanted to just use my stupid webcam microphone instead of the Yeti. It would not recognize the Yeti. So if the sound is good, let me know because it was giving me a pain in the ass. Let's put it that way. All right, so how's everybody doing? I see a bunch of people already here. Richie's here. One Bad Steve's here. Chris is here. There's a few people up above. Thank you, Nintendo. All right. Um, Hey, Duke, how you doing, buddy? Jeff, nervously optimistic. Yeah, that sounds like Matthias today. It sounds like Matthias today. We did get some lineup changes, so we'll talk about that a little bit. Um, what do you got? You got Hornquist on the power play. All right, that was pretty obvious move. Lundell is out. Lusterinen moves up to center that third line. Very interesting move there. Um, can't say I completely disagree with it. Thank you, Bill. Yeah, it's hard to know what's going on with Lundell. He wasn't getting a lot of ice time, and coach made some comments about his injury, and he hasn't really gotten back into the flow of things. So sitting for a day might help the kid. Plus, when we got back to back, and Luosterainen has played well. He's had a lot more energy. He's looked better than Lundell, to be honest. So either Anton is still hurt or just struggling right now. It's a shame because that was a big key to keeping guys like Barkov and Huberdeau, fresh and everything. So we'll have to see how that goes. And then so you've got Achari with Lomberg and Hornquist as the fourth line. Definitely, at least he's making some changes. Let's see how the power play goes, right? Hey, Matthew, how you doing, buddy? Gators are saying very nervously negative. Hopefully the boys will show up, right? Carol, you think if Florida loses today, that's the series? Yeah, I mean, look, the way I see it is I talked about this before the series. I wasn't disappointed that we had the back-to-back because I kind of felt like if we could somehow win game 3, we might be able to carry that momentum into Monday and just keep rolling with it. So now it's a must. You win today, you come back tomorrow. There's no travel. There's nothing but a morning skate. So it could be all turned around by Tuesday morning. That's got to be the hope. Florida man, I appreciate that. New to the channel, some of the videos, I appreciate that, man. It's been all uphill since I shaved my head. I've been watching a few of the older videos, and I actually watched the video where I shaved my head, and it was about 3 years ago, 4 years. It was 4 years ago. It had to be at least 4 years ago. And it's funny my voice changed in the middle of that video. It like as soon as I had the head shaved, it like got all gruff and rough. It like my entire personality changed when I shaved my head. It was something to see. So I just was going back and watch some of the old videos. So all right. Real quick before I get too far behind in the chat, let's see. Palm Beach Sports. If we lose, what's the next step? Who else can we sign and trade, man? Oh, hey, Stu, how you doing, buddy? Palm Beach, we'll get to that. If when it's over, we'll get to that. I mean, I understand the question there. There's really not a whole lot personnel that you could do with this team. This team is not losing because they don't have the players. the players aren't performing. I can't see what more on paper you could do with this team. So I want to show you guys what we're giving away here. So we're gonna give away another flag. I don't have the trivia questions either, so I'm gonna have to get that going as we go on because Brother Gene is driving today. So I'm gonna give away another flag, and then this. I've got more of the breakaway magazines to give away, but this was actually inside of one of the magazines. It's from 95, 96. That is Radek Dvorak. Now that's not a live signature, by the way. That's printed on there, but it's an 8x10. It's a nice picture. It's a little bit something different. So I still got more magazines and stuff to give away, but I'm trying to space it out, hoping that we'll win some games. So I saw this and I thought somebody might like that. So that's Radek Dvorak. So we're gonna give those two things away. It'll be really easy questions today. So when it comes time, I'll got it. In fact, let me bring up the statistic page now, so I have that ready. Because Brother Gene usually does the trivia questions, but he's traveling right now. He's actually going to have to. He planned a whole thing based on assuming that the games would be every other day, and then he got screwed and we played Sunday. So he's going to have to listen on the radio. So here we go. All right, Richie. Yeah, I agree with you, man. It's not over. We can turn this pile around. It's not over. Nope. This one. This is it. I mean, I know I said game 2 was kind of an elimination game, but this is closer to the real deal. Obviously, losing both at home. There's nothing for it. We have to win both games on the road. And I know that any Lightning fan in the chat's going to tell me that can never happen. And I understand that. If, like I said in the video yesterday with Stu and Brian, if you go by history, the Lightning are looking good. If you go by what's happened in the past, the Lightning are looking good because not only have they never lost twice with in the playoffs with Vasilevsky, I believe, or that may be. They may have done that in 19, obviously. But since then, during the 2 years, they've not lost twice. And now they have to lose two times, unless we just reverse sweep them, like a couple people have said above, right? So, I wonder what you guys think about the lineup changes. Do you think it's enough? Oh, and Uyghur's haircut. Let's not leave that out, right? So has anybody seen? I didn't see anything further from yesterday because I fell asleep. I was gonna do the Colorado St. Louis game, and I fell asleep during the first period, and so I decided I won't recap it because I kept falling asleep. I saw most of the goals, but I kept dozing in and out. I was just on the couch, and to be honest, it's the first hockey game I've watched in a long time where I didn't do a video. So it was kind of fun. It was a good game. Let's see, Nate. You say you hope Brian from that video was right, but I don't trust afternoon games. Right. So yeah, in terms of that, Nate, like I said, historically we've not played well in afternoon games. The Lightning know how to close out series, etc., etc., etc. Now, what we can say, however, let's turn that a little bit. I'm just thinking about this right now. Every time the Florida Panthers have made it past the first round, we've went to the finals. Huh? How about that? Every time we make it out of the first round, we go to the finals. So, I don't know. Let's roll with that. Let's see. Nintendo says, you've been mad at Uyghur, but after he cost us game 1 against the Caps, he played well and the Cats won. Yeah, as soon as they put him back with Forsling. Let's see. Richie, he's got a Sinead O'Connor Madonna. He had a Sinead O'Connor birthday moment. Or Britney moment. Yeah. Yeah. He's He's trying to change the juju, so I can't fault him for that, right? Too short. I appreciate that. Too short, 1968. I appreciate that. Juan, is that how is it pronounced Juan from Scotland, or is it Ian? My apologies. I appreciate that, man. Go Cats. Absolutely, man. Let's see, Florida man, you're saying you're a Bolts fan. Panthers need to break the Bolts defense and they need to stay out of the box. And that's the biggest thing, man, is staying out of the box. And we keep saying it, and we keep saying it, and then we keep taking stupid penalties in the first period. And some of it, I mean, when I say stupid penalties, penalties that can be avoided. I think twice now. I think once against Washington and once against Tampa. The opposing team has kind of lifted our stick a little bit, and we've finished the job at whacking guys in the face, man. Greggy, yeah, we're getting close to 2,000. Absolutely. We're absolutely. Stu, you've been out of the loop. I understand that. Well, Steve, yeah, I mean, Mammon in for Lundell, but Luosterainen centering the third line. That's really the biggest thing, man. Jeremy, you think Vetrano's been much better with the penalties in New York? Yeah, I've watched, what is it, 2 games, right? I watched a couple of the Ranger games from before, and the 2 so far. I haven't seen him take a penalty. That's a good point, Jeremy. Good point. Nintendo, we've been talking as if the Panthers were blown out in the first 2 games. That's not what happened. You were there both games and were edge of your seat the whole time until the end. Agreed. I mean, look, we don't know what would have happened in overtime. We obviously feel confident in overtime because we win a lot of overtime games. But when I watched the replay, man, it just everybody's fault. I mean, Uyghur made a stupid play, but the other part to that is like, okay, so Uyghur goes behind the net, right? But let's look at it from the reverse way. You got Forsling and Uyghur there. You got 2 guys on them, and they still couldn't stop the pass, right? And then when you watch the replay, you see Lomberg and Luosterainen just coasting because I guess they assumed that it was going to get, taken care of behind the net. So it was an absolute combination of just not playing to the whistle, Forsling getting beat, Uyghur making a mental mistake, and everybody did it at the same time. So obviously it's such a winnable game. It's such a winnable game. And the only thing we can do is use this, because Brunette was talking about, when Brunette was talking, he basically is saying, yeah, Uyghur made a mental mistake. And Ekblas talking about, putting that behind us and putting it, in the past and all that, which I'm fine with that. But Brunette did say Uyghur probably feels the worst of everybody, that was out there on the ice. So we'll see. We'll see if this can finally be. Sometimes athletes have those moments where they just say, you know what, that's who I was, and now I'm going to be something different and something better. So hopefully this will get all of them to play a lot harder than they've been, and maybe that one mental mistake will have been on a big enough stage to get Uyghur to be stronger mentally. I don't know how else to put it. So, Dustin, did I retire the Uyghur jersey? No, it's not retired. I wore it. I've been wearing it. When the hell did I wear? I've been wearing it when I would recapping the other games. yeah, that's when I've been wearing it. I've been wearing it when I've been recapping the other games. But we were in the 90s here for 3 days in a row. So I that's why I got this loose shirt. This is loose, soft cotton. It's nice and cool. So, all right, let's see. Glenn, why is the second D unit on the ice then and not the first unit? Oh, are you talking about at the end of the game? I'm not sure, but I didn't see the chat up above. Storm or Stormy, yeah. They need to wake up and play harder. There's no doubt about that. Nintendo, if we win today, it's a sign that this series goes long. It has to. Absolutely has to. Cusco Ray, how you doing, bud? Bolts fan. Panthers need to hold the first 10 minutes of the Tampa surge. Game 4 with Toronto was over in the first 7 minutes. That's correct. Absolutely. No, and that is so true. It's going to be an interesting first 10 minutes. Tampa's at home. You know they want to come out big, and at the same time, Panthers are going to be brutally desperate. So it's really going to be. It wouldn't surprise me to get out of this first period and see like a 2-2 tie. It wouldn't surprise me to see um, if these guys, because look, it's not like the Panthers are allowing a bunch of goals here either, right? You know, if you would have said the Panthers are going to play the first 2 games of this series and basically allow 6 goals, right? And one of them was an empty net, I believe, or maybe not. Anyway, even if you would have said we're going to allow 6 goals in 2 games, I take that and we're going to win those games. So, hey, Tristan Rister, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Play Jumbo. I don't even disagree with you, man. I don't even disagree with you. I'm surprised. I mean, I know they made lineup changes. Joe has actually had a couple deflections. He's good in front of the net. I totally wouldn't mind seeing him out there on the ice. But you know, Brunette's doing his thing, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what has to happen to get Joe in. Let's just put it that way. I'm not sure what has to happen. Yeah, guys, don't forget to leave a like. So we got a bunch more people in here. So real quick, the 2 giveaways for today are giving away another flag. Okay. And then this is from the 95-96 season. That's Radek Dvorak. That's not, let me try to get it. There we go. That's not a live signature. That's a printed on signature, but it's still a nice photo. It's an 8x10. It's like on cardstock. So that's a good photo. So those are the 2 things we're giving away today. Let's see. Ariel. This is going to be the most decisive Bolt victory yet. Well, let's say I just hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong, right? This is, if you go down 3-0 here, it's too soon. I can't think about it. And then Florida man with the same question. If the Panthers lose today, can they pull off a miracle comeback? That's what Kyle says. Kyle says we're going to go down 3-0 and then do a reverse sweep. So we'll have to see about that, man. Roaring Angels, Barkov needs to goodest somebody on his first ship. I think if Barkov hit anybody too hard, he'd be the one falling apart, right? Let's see. Steve says there's more of a chance of Uyghur not giving up a game-winning goal. That's funny. Stu, yeah, and that's part of it too, man. When's the last time Uyghur scored? That's a good part of it. You know, just to get his confidence going, just to get something that he feels good about. Just even if it's just his shot and somebody deflects it, the kid needs something good to happen to him, right? He just needs something good to happen to him. Hey, Killer, how you doing, buddy? All right, let's see. So, Arch, come on, cats. Don't make this as painful as your choice to cheer for the Habs. Yeah. Yep. All right, I see Jeff saying 0-3 is possible. Happens in hockey. Problem Bolts or a veteran squad. Yeah, it would be. But look, here's the thing. Any way that you slice it, there's based on history, there's nothing that you could look at and say, I could see Tampa doing that and blowing this series, right? There's not going to be any logic. There's not going to be anything that we're going to say, you know, could possibly happen other than the Panthers just going out and taking these games. And, you know, and Bobrovsky just being absolutely just, I don't want to say the S word, but if there was ever a time to not allow any goals for 2 games in a row, Bob, if there was ever a time in your career to just have 2 games in a row where you're like out of your body and possibly good, these would be the two games right here. These would be the two games. Bud, smiling schmuppy. I like that, man. Um, Jimmy, two times. Should the Panthers update the jerseys in the coming up seasons? We keep waiting. We keep waiting. I mean, they've got the reverse retro ones. Those are pretty nice. The owners are very protective of the new shield. Little by little, they've kind of recognized that they actually could probably sell more of the old logo stuff than the new logo if they did it right. But for some reason, they've been resistant, and your guess is as good as mine there, man. So, but you're tired of the thin bandwagon fans. We're going to win today, tomorrow, end the series, and we have to have a positive attitude. Yeah, no, I don't disagree. Look, the bandwagon, that's a whole different story. Let me back up here. I'll take all the fans we can get. That, especially down there in South Florida, that is a natural occurrence. You're never going to get away from it. There's so much to do down there. There's so many sports, not just the four big professional sports, but college and high school is a big thing. Just so much to do. You're always going to have guys, fans that say, "Well, if the playoff come, I'll go to a game and I'll get engaged." That's just, you're never going to get away from that down there. But in terms of the positive attitude, I agree. Look, it was a bummer. I mean, 3.8 seconds left. I've been a fan for my entire life, obviously. And I can't think of obviously, Adam Henrique, that hurt. That really hurt. That's probably, but it wasn't like you were in overtime, right? So you knew at any possible second, it could end with the, when you start counting down to 20 seconds, 15, 10, you're still nervous. But when the puck is going behind the net and there's 5 seconds left, 4.6 seconds left, you start to exhale. I was standing up. I was lifting up off the couch to go put Matthias, and we are going to overtime when it happened. And so it was just, everybody was just an absolute shock, man. So, Steve, I saw you saying something to Twisted. What did I miss? Oh, by the way, I'll say this to Nick on Twisted Wrister and anybody else at the same time. A lot of new people joined up on the Patreon. So really, really, really appreciate that. Genuinely. I think we got some new YouTube members. A lot of people came on to the video and just gave the super thanks and all of that. Really, really genuinely appreciate it. And it really made a big dent in terms of me thinking, okay, I'm going to actually be able to do this. So really, really appreciate that, man. Dustin, yeah, the link to the Patreon is here. Let me get it here. It's in the description to all the videos. But let me get the link here since I'm talking about it. Let's see. I should still be signed in. I had to do a cleanup on my computer this morning. Let me log in here. All right, let's make sure. There we go. Yes, I accept the cookies. Give me the cookies. Give me all the cookies. We're fine. All right. Let me find the page. I should actually do this at the start of every stream, to be honest. But like I've talked about, I'm not great with public promotion. All right, I'm almost back. Let's go into the public page. Here we go. And come back here. All right, so that is the link to the Patreon. All right, man. Hey, all right, and somebody just joined. Who was, do I hold my glasses? Is that Hardwood? Thank you, sir. That he just joined with the flying at the YouTube memberships. I really, really appreciate that, man. Absolutely. Absolutely. Seriously. You guys, I mean, well, if you saw the video, it's um genuine. Absolutely. The level of support I've gotten from people for the size of my channel has just been astronomical. So I there's no complaints there whatsoever. I'm really really lucky. I'm definitely lucky. All right, what do we got? All right, so we're just about 1 o'clock. Let's give this away. Let's give away a flag. I'm gonna make this sort of easy. So let me go to the. This is going to be this year's, right? Is this 21, 22? Yeah, there he is. All right, so give me a second to figure out the trivia question. I'm going to make this really easy here. All right, what's that? That's that. Okay. Let's see. Let me make sure that's still there. And okay, so all right. All right, so here's for the flag. This is for the flag, okay? Now, we already had this during an earlier giveaway. We all learned that Jumbo Joe Thornton actually leads the Panthers in save percentage. That was fun watching everybody's head spin on that one. Who's second? Who is behind Joe Thornton and the Panthers for shooting? Yeah, thank you, Steve, for shooting percentage, shot percentage. Nope, not Reinhardt. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lucas Carlson's son. Mammon. Nope, not Mammon. Nope, not Gudis. Not Achari. Not Loost. Duke. Giancarlo got it. Giancarlo got it. Duclair's got it. Yeah, Tippett. That's funny. All right, so Giancarlo, you know how to get a hold of me, right, brother? So you got yourself a flag there. Yeah. Those are a little bit better than the 1996 questions. My brother trying to help me out there. He gets a little overzealous, right? So yeah. Oh, okay, John Carlo. Let me the email address is flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. All right. So that's flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. You just contact me, remind me what you've won. I forget who won the I think somebody won a puck and a shirt last time, right? If I've heard from you, I haven't seen the emails yet. I've been a little bit behind. But if you haven't got a hold of me, make sure you get a hold of me and tell me which one of the pucks that you want. Hardward, where do I live? I actually live on the Eastern Shore of Maryland. I was born and raised in Miami. I lived in Mady Ives, so I lived just a few miles from Joe Robbie Stadium. Grew up down there in the 80s. Then I moved to the Space Coast of Florida for most of the 90s and the early 2000s. And I live in Florida now, or I live in Maryland now because St. Bernards belong in the snow. So while he's around and kicking, I'll be here. And then when the time comes, I'll be moving back. So thank you, Steve. Appreciate that. Oh, Hardware, we live where you live, bud? Oh, from Prince George. Yeah. Yeah, I'm on the Eastern Shore. So if oh, you lived in Miami Lakes. Okay, gotcha. Yeah. I haven't been down there in so long, let me tell you, man. All right, Cusco Ray saying, yeah, Kucherov had the flu yeah, that's right. That's a good point, Cusco. And you know what's funny is I was sick the whole first round too. And you're saying you're exactly right there that Vasilevsky kind of snapped his fingers and became Vasilevsky again. That's a really good point. I had that nasty flu, and the biggest thing about it was the energy drain. So that could have easily been what was going on. That's a really good point. I had not thought about that. So, Let's see. Florida man. Who's everyone's picks for the fights tonight? Marchman. Now, Nintendo and Boca are saying Marchman, but he's not in. Or you guys were talking about something else up above. Hey, Jonathan Barkov. Fights today. No, man, I thinking it's time to get Bennett involved. How about Bennett kick Sergachev's ass again? Was that who did it? Was it Bennett kicked his ass again? I want to see Bennett fight. He's a maniac. I don't care who he fights. Although he'd probably get squished by Maroon. I think we need to get Bennett going. You know, he's been too passive. I know we don't want him to take stupid penalties, but at the same time, it's been a little bit underwhelming, our level of physicality, man. So let's see. All right, so let's see. You're in West Canada. Still confused why the algorithm gave you this channel, but it's been recommending a lot of me. Arch, that's a good point. I've noticed that too in the last 6 weeks ish, that I've been getting random small hockey channels that I've not ever seen before showing up in the recommended and everything. So something must have changed with the algorithm. You're not alone there. I've noticed the same thing. In fact, that's how I found the guy that does the Capitals videos during the Panthers series. I found him. I'd never seen him before, but I've been getting that. So yeah, that's a good thing though. That really is a good thing because for the small creators, look, this is my sixth. Well, I've been doing it for 6 years, but this is actually my 7th season. And I'm just now getting to 2,000 subscribers. It's a grind. It is a grind. The first 3 or 4 years when you've got 400, 500 subscribers, you're building up. You get like 2 subscribers a week and you're happy because nobody sees the video. So whatever change they made, I'm all for it, man. All right, let's see. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, we're really, really close, man. Really close. Hardwood, you found it during the first round, just typing Florida Panthers was towards the top. I appreciate that. Chris, the Capitals guy's channel, what was his name? Stu might remember that. I tweeted out about it because he was ranking on our on the fans in the stands. I forget his name. I apologize. I'll try to remember to get that. Stu might remember him though, because Stu interacted with him a little bit on Twitter. Alberto, where can you send some Cuban cigars to Stu? Stu, are you still around there? You see somebody wants to send you some stuff. Alberto, my email address, I'll give you the email address because Stu has access to that too. It's flyingfluffyhockey@gmail.com. So just message me and I'll get you in touch with Stu. That would be awesome, man. I really appreciate that, man. Amount of work I put in. Yeah, it's I appreciate that genuinely. I look, I don't know what else to do, right? And what I mean when you're saying the amount of work, it's just like that's just how I'm built. You know what I mean? It's just if I'm not working, the only thing I know to do is I guess I'll go fishing. That's it. You know what I mean? Work, go do stuff with the dogs, and I've been getting fishing a little bit more, but I don't go for a long period of time since the water is only a couple thousand yards away. When I take the packages to the post office, I go stand at the river for 20 minutes and just throw, and I catch something sometimes, but it's a nice, it helps me feel like I did something so I can go back to work. All right, let's see. That's interesting. Good content. We need a pee goal. I agree with you there. I apologize that I know I'm missing comment. I know I'm missing chat, guys. It's going pretty fast for me. So, Duke, yeah, that's why you make your disabled veteran. Yeah, so is my brother Gene. I wish he was here. Yep. I can certainly appreciate that, man. Absolutely, man. Deadpool, hope you're doing well. If not, for playing Tampa, you'd be rooting for the Cats, right? Yeah, that's the one thing I want all the Panther fans to know, man. I know there's a lot of between Panther fans and Lightning fans, but a lot of my fans, supporters, Patreon members, YouTube members, etc., are Lightning fans. So, no doubt, a big part of this channel are the Lightning fans. I got to make sure I give credit where credit is due there, man. Let's see. Blah, blah. Who do I expect to step up today? I'm feeling Bennett. I'm feeling Bennett today. Yeah, just because it's the afternoon. He's probably pissed off he can't sleep in. He's pissed off about how we lost. Anybody that would get pissed off. So Bennett, Hornquist, I like Maxon Mammon, but man, I feel like today would have been the day to put Joe out there. I feel like today would have been the day to put Joe Thornton on the ice. Just my opinion. But it didn't happen. So let's see. Dorsey. If not, keep printing. Yeah, I'm reading it. Keep printing the milk cartons for Barkov and Huberto. A lot of people think Barkov's hurt. It's possible. It's possible. Huberto is just, I don't know what to do with this kid. I don't know what to do with him. He all year, it looked like he'd figured out the level of how to play, the level of energy and aggravation and motivation. And he wasn't bad against Washington, but he didn't step up, right? And I know that when he gets the puck now, one guy's on him, two guys on him. I get that. But they've got to find a way around that. They've got to find a way to get, the Lightning have Corey Perry taking Braden Point's spot and scoring. So if that can happen, the Panthers can figure this out too, man. Hey, Nerful, how you doing, bud? Daniel, Joe isn't the liability that Uyghur is. Poor Uyghur, man. Barkov does look hurt. Yeah, he's so easily pushed off the puck right now. I can't figure it out, man. And Steve's got the point there, though. He's been hurt for 24 playoff games. Now, Steve is exactly right. The 2 years, the play-ins, and last year against Tampa, there was a lot of discussion. Same exact thing. I think Barkov is hurt. What's wrong with Barkov? He's getting pushed off the puck. I don't know. We will never know until after the series is over, right? I just wish the guy would step up. If not him, just play your regular game, and then we need somebody else to do it. And I think you got to get Bennett going. You got to get Duclair going. You got to get Hornquist going. Those are the guys that are going to have to pick it up because Barkov's just not going to do it. He's not that kind of player. So, all right, let's see. Barkov sack needs to drop. Big and strong for nothing. What movie was that? From Apocalypto. What did the woman in Apocalypto say to the guy who couldn't get his wife pregnant? It was like, you fooled us all with your size and girth. Anybody remember that? They were all laughing at him. And the mother of the woman said, you fooled us all with your size and girth. Jumbo Joe for Barkov. Oh, man. Yeah, good point, bud. Reinhardt, too. Nintendo, the season's on the line. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Florida man, Lomberg for McDavid. Trade. I'm good. I'm good with that. Yeah, we'll do that. Sure. They got to throw in a one, though. Lomberg's worth. They got to throw in a one. Absolutely, man. All right, let's see. Harbor. The Panthers are playing not to lose. They need to play to win. They're not the same. They need to play the game. That is exactly right. They are playing not to lose. They are not taking their game to Tampa. They are reacting to what Tampa is doing and trying to find a way around it instead of just forcing the issue. And it's interesting because during the last couple weeks of the season, when I said, I kind of want to play Washington, somebody asked, are you sure you want to play Ovechkin and all these guys? And Jeff came on and made the point that it should be the other teams going, are you sure you want Barkov and Huberto and Bennett and Ekblad and all of these guys? So you're exactly right. We're not taking our game and forcing it on them. And if we play that wide open crazy style and we lose a game 6-5, I can accept that because we've played our game and we forced it on them. And if we lose because they're better or Bobrovsky can't make a save or something, I don't like it. But play your game. If you're going to go down with what got you there. And they're not doing that at all, man. So all right, let's see. I'm gonna go with Ian or Juan. I don't know which one it is, brother. You may have told me up above, but I didn't see it. Let's see. Playoff pressure gets into Barkov and Hubie's head every time. You thought it would go away with the round one win, but it's like the pressure just increased. That's exactly right, man. I thought after we did the one thing, they'd be like, okay, all right, we're good, we've got this. But it's not what's happened at all. It's almost like they gave too much of an exhale. It's almost like they went to the beach, they relaxed, they disconnected, and I don't see that they reconnected. So let's see. Faster K9. Do I think there's a President's Trophy curse? Seems to happen a lot in the last few years where they don't get to the finals. Well, all right. So you had the Tampa thing. Right. And then after, they get swept with Columbus. I don't know necessarily if it's a curse. I think what usually happens with these teams that win the President's Trophy, like Tampa did, like we did, is it's based so much on offensive ability and just a clear talent disparity, right? But the defenses play so differently in the playoffs. You're seeing it with the Panthers. We don't have the room. The other teams, the Capitals and Lightning, are not giving our players the room that they have during their regular season, which is to be expected. So instead of Barkov and Huberto making these great plays, they're just getting the puck taken away from them. So I think the best team in the regular season is still the best team in the regular season, but it just doesn't translate to being the best playoff team. It's a completely different game. It really is. And I don't know how else to word it. It just becomes a completely different game. You can't play that kind of defensive style for 82 games. You absolutely get worn down, right? You can't be running around hitting everybody and attack on defense for 82 games. But you can do it for about 25 games, which is generally what it takes to win a cup. So it's such a completely different, it's just a completely different sport practically when you get to the playoffs. So, all right, so we got 82 people in here. Let's give away this picture. I'm giving away the Radek Dvorak picture. Give me a second because I believe I actually have a Radek Dvorak card that I can add to the picture. I don't have my glasses on, which is a pain in the ass. Let's see. I'll only take a second, and if I can't find it, I'll look for it when I go to ship out the picture. Those are newer cards. Let me just check this one little stack here. That's Colby Roback. That's who I have. I thought I had Radek Dvorak, but if I did, I might have given it away earlier on in the season. But anyway, I'm going to give away the Radek Dvorak. There's I got two Colby Roback cards. That doesn't do me any good. I'm going to give away the Radek Dvorak picture, and then if I find a card to go with the picture, I will include that. Now, it's not live signed. This was a printed photo. This is from the 1995, 1996, the old breakaway magazines. I gave one of those away in the previous stream. I'm going to have more to give away, but sometimes those are inside. So Let me come over here to the statistic page. I can't say it. Let me find something really easy for this. Um, let's see. Oh, okay. Let's do that. That should be easy. That should be easy. Okay, so that is there and there. All right. All right, this should be easy. All right, so this is for the Radek Dvorak picture and hopefully a card as well. Two players this year were tied with the number of game-winning goals for the Panthers. Who were they and how many goals? There's two guys that were tied for game-winning goals this year. Who were they and how many game-winning goals each? Let's see what we got. Close, Bud. You got up. Close, Bud. No, Bud got the guys right, but not the number. No, Bud. No, Bud. No. No. I'm at John Carlo. Not yet. Now you guys got to look it up. Close, Nerful, but not the right amount. Bud Munn. All right, Bud's got it. Bud got it. Bud got it. He guessed early on it was Bennett and Huberdeau with 7 apiece. Bennett and Huberdeau was 7 apiece. So well done, Bud. So you know how to get a hold of me. So you get the Radek Dvorak picture, and if I can find a card, or if I can find a card from the '96 team, I'll throw in a card. But I think I've got a Dvorak card here. If I didn't give it away already, I got another stack over here, and I got more over there. So all right, Bud, good, great job, good. That was good. We had 90 people in here. We had 90 people in here when we did that giveaway. Outstanding. Hey, George, you just got the Cicerelli card. All right. That's good. That's good. Yeah, there were a few cards. There were a few things I sent out late because when I got sick that first week, I didn't know exactly what I had. I didn't want to touch anything and send it out in the mail. I figured that'd be kind of stupid. So I got a little bit behind on sending stuff out. So if anybody won stuff that they haven't gotten yet, let me know. I think Jeff's card got lost in the mail, so we'll have to figure that part out. But all right, so we only got a couple minutes left because I got to get downstairs. Real quick, the intro today is the cake with Matthias. So he's been wanting to do a Panther cake. So I got the intro spread out. It's like 5 minutes. So it's the beginning and towards the middle of the video. We're going to eat the cake in the middle of the game. It was he wanted to decorate a Panther cake. So he did a really good job. He did a really good job. So that's going to be the intro for today. Nerf, what are you saying? Uyghurs on the left and Forsings on the right in warm-ups. That's interesting. That's interesting. I know Stu's big on the lefty righty combinations. Very, very interesting. So Gunga Ginga, 75 people get 75 likes. Well, we got 42. I still think that's the most we've had. Thomas, do I have a Peter Worrell card? Oh man. Maybe downstairs. Who did I have? I don't know that I have Worrell. I don't know if I have Worrell or not. I'll have to look. I get new lots in all the times. I'm looking from that era here because they kind of keep getting mixed up. Theodore Fleischman, no, that's later on. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look. Who's that? No, and I don't have my glasses on, so that doesn't help either. I'm not sure if I have a Worrell card. Is that what is Steve? I gave one away earlier in the season. Yeah. All right. Well, then I had one. I always get more. Somebody came into the store. Somebody must have seen the video and came into the eBay store and bought a bunch of stuff. They bought Brandon Montour. I think they bought the Ekblad game used. So Paul Laws, I believe I have too, right? So, oh, that's right, Steve. That's right. The Worrell card. That's a good point. So, all right. So predictions. What do we got? All right. I'm just gonna say it. 5-2 Panthers. 5-2 Panthers. It has to happen. Absolutely, absolutely must have to happen. What shot Kane's you're asking for the eBay thing? I should it's in the link to the eBay store is in all the descriptions, but I'm gonna drop it here. Let's see, what is this? All right. I'm not signed in or yeah, I did a disk cleanup on this computer and everything that I'm going to new now I'm having to re-sign into. All right, let's get to the store here. Let's see. The name of my seller ID is Beezer's Books. But here I'll put the link here. All right, here's the link. Oh, damn, Steve's quicker than I am. I'll post it too. Thank you, Steve, right? Oh, you thought it had a physical store. No. I've been to a lot of physical stores. There was a time I thought about it back when the Marlins were new and collectibles were before the internet. Before the internet, Brother Gene and I thought about opening up a store. But then once eBay came in, it's kind of the product values. It's impossible to keep track of, right? Tampa Bay hoping never hurts and Amelie. Right. I get you. I get what you're saying, Steve. Yeah. Well, we had thought about opening up like a sports collectible store, like cards and stuff like that. But you're talking 1993, 94, right? So you're talking about, long time ago. That's almost 30 years ago, right? Jake, how you doing, buddy? Panthers win today. Yeah, exactly. Brother Gene going to sell World War I baseballs. No, but he does have a 10,000 count Dante Culpepper card collection. When Culpepper was first coming out, he was so convinced that Culpepper was going to be like the next Marino. He just bought everything Culpepper. He's got thousands of Culpepper cards. And I just remember him saying, it's an investment. I'm buying these as an investment. And then, yeah, LOL. Exactly, Steve. He's still got them, too. He's still got them, right? So, all right, guys. I really, really, really appreciate it. This was the most popular stream we've had so far at all. We had 90 people in here. That is outstanding. That's fantastic. Going to get downstairs, get this game going. 5-2 Panthers. I'll be back with the recap after the game. I'm not sure when Stu and I are doing the review, if it's going to be later or if it's going to be in the morning. We haven't talked about that, so we'll figure that out. Other than that, appreciate all the support, all the new subscribers. Thank you. YouTube members, thank you. Patreon members, thank you. Everybody, if I haven't said thank you for the previous video where a lot of people left the super thanks, I've been going in there and checking up because so many people responding. Big, huge, unexpected thank you there. And let's get this done, guys. Let's make this a series. Let's just focus. Let's just get this one game. All right. 2-1 series, anything can happen. At a 2-1 series, you forget about the other 3 games. Let's just get this one here and make it happen. Thanks, guys.